just so you guys can get a look at it, this is how it looks on the wrist. The Rolex Presidential. The Rolex Presidential. Kenny Green, raw perspective, concrete and steel. I like talking to you people. I decided to talk about wristwatch, right? The Rolex Presidential. And what led me to speak about this particular watch is that a friend of mine bought a Patek Nautilus that he flooded in diamonds. And the amount he paid for it, he couldn't get the money back or close to it. So I was explaining to him why the Rolex Presidential is a high commercial brand and recognized all over, and it's one of the watches that you will not have a problem getting your money back, right? This is the Rolex Presidential, right? You see the band? It has a wood face. This is a wood dial, original from Rolex, right? When I say original from Rolex, meaning the dealership. Rolex, the dealership, right? The President is one of the most interchangeable wristwatches. You can put a different dial. This week you could wear a white dial. Next week you could wear a black dial. You can do a different bezel. A bezel is this ring around that usually people put diamonds in. You can put diamonds. You can have larger ones, then you can put smaller ones. It's one of the most easily interchangeable watches. You also can put diamonds in the bracelet. And it's more of a market that people would buy that back than some of the other wristwatches that you choose to put diamonds in, whether it's some of these Cartier Santos and so on and so on. So this is the President 36 millimeter. Now they do have the 41s and the larger ones, but this is the classic. This is the original. And when I say original, meaning just the legacy piece, the piece that they started with. It's a beautiful piece, right? And it's recognized all over the world. So when you think about doing watch shopping and you at a certain threshold financially, that you want to get something that you can probably get your money back out of without a lot of hassle, this is something you should think about. But getting your money back or a certain level is always about how much you paid. So do a little research and make a smart purchase and the range that you will be in. Everyone wants this watch. Dealers, regular people, because it's recognized. You saw this bracelet before. Rolex has, this is the President. They have an oyster bracelet and a Jubilee. The President only comes in gold, so you know. So you can't get a stainless steel watch and expect to have, but you can get this President watch in white gold. And I like it because it can give you different looks. You can take the head off and you can take the bracelet off and put a strap. So now you're wearing a Rolex Presidential on a strap. You can, like I said before, put a black dial with diamonds. Then the next week you can put a yellow dial with no diamonds. So it's one of the most interchangeable watches that you can get so many different variation looks. And it'll look like, and maybe even feel like that you have a different watch. So always, this is Kenny Green. I wanted to share this little information because a lot of people are buying different watches and they don't understand the buyback. Buyback meaning what a jeweler or dealer will pay you back for a presidential purchase or a different name brand purchase. So I just wanted to give that information up because it's asked about a lot of times, and I was dealing with my homie and he couldn't get nowhere back what he spent, you know, because sometimes when you add diamonds to certain watches, you decrease the value. You may figure, okay, I put diamonds on this, it should be worth more money. But when you put diamonds on it, sometimes you personalize it to a point for you, not for the next purchaser. So think about that before you flood your piece out or whatever. It's going to take away the value in certain watches. Rolex is one of the most interchangeable watches, and it's also sought after for those reasons. So this would be the watch to maybe play with, dress up, dress down, switch out, switch out. Not some of the other watches. Once again, Kenny Green, Raw Perspective, just giving you some insight and some info on the Rolex Presidential wristwatch, Diamond District. Always hit them likes, subscribe. I like talking to you. I'm working on something else I want to talk to y'all about, but I just had a moment. I just wanted to introduce y'all to the Rolex President and why it was so important. Until next time, hit them likes. The Diamond District documentary should be dropping any minute. I'm waiting just like you guys. Peace out. Concrete and steel.